Let's go ahead and take a look at the second trailer for Superman, James Gunn's Superman. Now, for those that don't know, I'm a very big Superman fan. He's one of my favorite superheroes, DC characters. I think he's great. And we have, thankfully, gotten a lot of great Superman content over the years, specifically on the small screen. Superman Lois was wonderful. What I've seen of it, really liked it. Also, I'm a huge fan of My Adventures of Superman. Thought that was great. Love Season 1, love Season 2. That's going to be expanded. But when it comes to theatrical Superman, it's been a little rough. Last 10 years, last 12 years, it has not been great being a Superman fan, just because we got such a poor adaptation, such a terrible rendition of the character in Man of Steel and Justice League and Batman. It's just awful. And so when it was announced that James Gunn was taking over DC, that he was going to personally help Superman, I thought that was great. He's a guy that actually likes these characters, has a passion for them, adheres to the things that define them. And, I really enjoyed the first trailer. And I didn't even have to see that trailer. Didn't have to see it, because the only thing that I really needed to hear, not even see, I have a lot of confidence in, and where I haven't really wavered in that confidence at all, is that James Gunn described his Superman as a person who believes in kindness in a world that thinks kindness is antiquated. I thought that was beautiful. That's exactly what Superman is. And I thought, he gets it. Unlike certain people before him that didn't. So, I'm really looking forward to watching this trailer. I have not seen it, so this is just my natural reaction, chat. I'm going to share my thoughts. You guys share your thoughts. We'll have a nice conversation. Here we go. Superman trailer number 2.
Are you being serious right now?
Yeah.
Smooch.
You'd let me interview you as Superman.
Oh,
sure.
Ready?
Let's do it, Cronkite.
Superman.
Miss Lane.
Ooh, I like his voice change there.
Recently, you've come under a lot of fire for what some might.
It's a lot of fire.
It's a lot. Today, the Secretary of Defense said he was going to look into your actions.
Oh, cool.
That's funny.
Frank Grillo.
My actions? I stopped a war.
Rick Flag, Senior.
Maybe.
Not maybe. I did.
In effect, you illegally entered a country.
This is how you're gonna be?
I'm not the one being interviewed, Superman. Did you consult with the president?
No.
You seemingly acting as a representative of the United States.
I wasn't representing anybody except for me.
It's getting a little spicy.
And doing good.
I would question myself in the same situation and consider the consequences.
People were going to die.
He actually cares about saving people, chat. Oh my God, so refreshing. Oh, the people can help him out. Oh, I love that. They're helping him out. Oh, beautiful.
Hey, buddy. Eyes up here.
Let's not destroy Metropolis. Whoa, what a refreshing take. That spinning hands.
Your choices,
Love the score. It's so good.
your actions. That's what makes you who you are.
Superman. He's not a man. He's an it. He's somehow become the focal point of the entire world's conversation. I will not accept that.
He's gonna lose his mind. I love it.
I cleaned your boots. I'll go get them for you.
Clean your boots.
You have a dog?
That's really cute. Wow. There you go. Man, that music is gorgeous, too. I absolutely love that music. Wonderful, chat. Wonderful. I love that one shot. Look at Lex just go losing his mind right here. That is such a Lex Luthor thing. Like, he always tries to, like, keep it cool. Like, I'm the smartest man on the planet. I'm cool, calm, and collected. I know exactly what to do, all right? But that fucking ego. His ego is just going to destroy him, and he just can't help himself. He's just going to be like, oh, he'll just explode. That's what he does. He loses it every time because of his narcissism and his egomania. That's great. Nicholas Hoult being cast. I mean, the casting across the board is great. You know, David Cornsweet. It's got corn in the name, Chad. That's a good Kansas boy. You know, already, like, even see him in something like Pearl, I'm like, oh, that guy's Superman, that's a great choice, great pick. Rachel Brosnahan's Lois Lane, like, that scene right there where she was just the journalist, where she was just being the journalist. Kirk's like, yeah, you want to interview me? Sure. He thinks, like, it's going to be a fun time, just going to talk to my girlfriend. It's like, she's, like, in full journalism mode. Like, she is the incredibly intelligent, articulate, and passionate reporter, and you see that. She's like, all right, if you want me to interview, I'll interview you. Love that scene. Superman getting flustered. He's like, what are you talking about? I'm saving people. You know? That was really cool. I really love that. And showing that there's also consequences, because that was one of the biggest issues I have Man of Steel. And they failed to really address that in any of the other movies, or they just did it so poorly. There's consequences to Superman's, like, actions, or the world is perceiving him in, like, different ways. And Superman's like, I'm just trying to do good. I'm trying to save everyone, you know? A lot of people don't like the way he's choosing to save people. And I thought that was nice. God, I love this. Yeah, man, he's perfect. Perfect casting. And him just shooting up in the air. And he's like, losing mind on the kissing, the intimacy. Yeah, just there's so much about this. Like, aesthetically, I'm loving the way this movie looks. Really nice little bits showcasing who the characters are from Clark, his perspective, his perception of everything that's around him. A little bit of Lois Lane there, the passionate reporter. Lex Luthor's egomania and narcissism on full display. I think that's great. Like, really focusing on the three of them. And then my other scene that I really loved was just his dad, was Jonathan Kent. And just giving him the advice that he needs and just saying, just be a good person. You know, and it'll be okay. I love that. That's the thing. Like, you don't know how, I think some people underestimate how important, like, the Kents are, like Jonathan and Martha Kent, you know, to Superman as a character. Like, he could have landed anywhere on the earth, but he landed with them, who made him the kind-hearted, sympathetic, you know, good-natured person that he grew into. And he just also happens to have all the power in the world. Like, if he landed somewhere else and was raised by someone else that told him, like, I don't know, maybe you should have let those kids drown, we've gotten a very different version of Superman. And so, like, I'm glad that Gunn is leaning into that, like, saying, like, how important the kids. I love the mom's like, I cleaned your boots for you. That was really cute. And so, yeah, everything I'm seeing is great. I don't really have any issues with it. Wonderful trailer. What about you guys? What did you think of the trailer for the second trailer for Superman? Did you like what you saw? Are you liking the casting, little bits and pieces we're getting of the character, you know, the types of characters they will be? What do you think of the aesthetics of the film? You know, let me know. Or do you hate it? You're like, why is Superman not crashing through buildings, killing thousands of people? You know, that's what Superman does theatrically. Maybe, you know, you're asking yourselves that. Let me know. Let me see what you're saying. Oh, man. That when you nut but still suck it. Yeah, I would say so. Let me get back to that scene. Lex losing his fucking mind. Hold on. Is it right here? Where's that? Oh, God, where's that shot? That killed me. I thought that was great. I love the scene where the guy's helping him out of the crater. I thought that was really nice. Superman, are you okay? And I was like, oh. That was wonderful. Is it here? Where's that scene where yeah, here it is. It's right here. Oh! Perfect. Great. As soon as Nicholas Hoult was like, Castle, there was like, oh, nailed it. Oh, man. Let's see what everyone's saying. It should be an emote. It absolutely should be an emote. Reminds me of the Venom show where Eddie loses the Oh, yeah. I know what you're talking about. Yeah. You made that same face tribute. I think I did at one point. Need more neck snapping, though. We could definitely. She cares about Clark Superman, but won't throw him any softball questions. Yeah, that's what's cool. You know? Yeah. She is very much an objective journalist. She doesn't give me Lois. She gives me more Julianne, more. Oh, I disagree, Nye. She's totally Lois Lane. I totally feel that from her. I like that the trailer didn't have any major reveals like some recent super movies. No, it's true. It's like they showed a lot of the. It's interesting. They showed certainly a lot of the same footage, or maybe a little bit more of some of the footage that we show, like a continuation of it, but still feels fresh. I was like, okay, so they're really not giving a lot away, which I do appreciate. And even the overall story, you just have to guess. It's like, all right, well, like clearly Lois Lane knows Clark Kent, Superman. They've been in a relationship for quite some time. I'm gonna say like a year or whatever. Working the Daily Planet, like Lex Luthor, like fucking hates him. Clearly has maybe he's partner with the government. There's this one scene where they say the president. I'm like, did they make Lex Luthor president? I don't know. Maybe it was just like how it was edited. Where it's like, did you talk to the president, get authority of the president? They show Lex. I'm like, I don't know if it was just like how it was edited and put together. But that'll be interesting because that's from the comics. And the United States government is really upset with how Superman is handling himself. And you have like the corporate heroes, the JSA, which is run by Maxwell Lord, who also was played by Sean Gunn, who shows up actually in Peacemaker. And, like, the JSA is Mr. Terrific and Guy Gardner, Green Lantern, and Hawkgirl. So we'll see how that plays out. But we see a couple shots of Metamorpho, of Anthony Carrigan, who, of course, coming off of Barry. He was incredible in that show. So I was like, oh, nice. With him as Metamorpho. Character I never thought I would have seen in live action. But it's cool that we are. I'm not surprised because Gunn has a clear affection for these more obscure, kind of D-list characters, weird characters, right? But yeah, I like that we still don't really know. I think that's fun. There's a mystery to it, but you can kind of guess. You can pick little things. It's like, okay, let's see here. Bigo Burson, back to the tornado. All right, Dad, we got to push in the tornado. He's like, okay. Why you say that name? Poop Tempest. Good to have you here. Welcome. Oh, please come away from the camera, Chris. What is it? I'm starts foaming in the mouth. Oh, man. I'm interested in this, trusting it. And I have a lot of trust in James Gunn. I have a lot of trust in him. And, of course, Superman is an alien or god. He's just a guy from Kansas trying to do the right thing. Exactly. And I feel like that's what they're really leaning into. No thanks to you. I've had enough meatloaf for the last 80 years. I'm sorry, Nye. I'm so sorry. I hope Crypto levels several billions and Superman has to be like, no, Crypto. And he's gonna put the buildings back. That'd be funny. Most angry nut. That's a very angry nut. God, he's gonna be a maniac in this. But yeah, this looks fucking solid. It's a Space Cowboy. Lex, like, they should be talking about me. Yeah, Virgo. So definitely, it's like me, because that's what it is. He's such a narcissist. He's like, I'm Superman. All right, I'm the Superman, but no one, considers him that, and it fucking makes him irate. You can't get over it. And like Lex Luthor can be like this amazing person, but again, it's his selfishness and his narcissism that prevents that. If only would he just stop obsessing over Superman, he could actually do some good, but he can't help himself. Does it worry you about Fantastic Four? That James Gunn took his time with Superman and is still tweaking it, and Marvel started filming where Superman had wrapped. No, I'm not really concerned. I know that apparently Fantastic Four has gone back for some reshoots. I think I read that. I don't know how true that is. But I'm really looking forward to both movies. Like, I'm not one of those guys where it's like, Marvel sucks and DC's great, or vice versa. I'm just like, I kind of want all these things to be good, and if I feel like they're not, then I'll call it out and I'll criticize it. But I've enjoyed the trailers so far for both of these. I feel like, similar to Superman, it feels like the Fantastic Four movie that they're kind of adhering to the things that represent the Fantastic Four, that define them, like really focusing on family. And I'm like, yes, that's why they're called Marvel's First Family. And I really love that. And so, but I don't really have a concern with either film yet, But I'll let you know. My one concern on Fantastic Four, and even though I don't know if Doom's going to play a major role, but it's like the whole Doctor Doom thing, bring back Robert Jr. to play Doom, that does have me concerned. I'm just like, I just feel like it's going to be very distracting, and you're just going to make Dr. Doom an Iron Man variant, essentially, and that's not what Doom is. That's not what he deserves. And the character has just not been adapted well in live action. He deserves better, because he's like my favorite Marvel villain. So I am concerned about that, for instance, yes. But other than that, I'm looking forward to both of these films. Make Metropolis great again. Yeah, he seems like he's going to witness me, Martha. He's one of the only best parts of Death of the Unicorn. Oh, yeah, I didn't see that movie. Yeah. Morph out of Kryptonite hand? Ooh, will make sense. We still need a Granny Goodness movie. Let's go. Let's do it. Two Tell says this looks absolutely amazing. This is what Superman should be. And I'm so excited for this movie in the summer. Yeah, me too. I was iffy about all the comic book stuff in the movie being a little too much, but this trailer showed me Gunn knows what he's doing. Yeah, I think that was I think that is a justified concern, where it's like there seems to be like a lot introduced here, with the JSA. And so all these other characters. But Gunn has proven that he's able to balance a lot of characters very well previously. So I feel like, yes, those characters will be in the movie, but it'll still be really, really focused on Superman. I'm hoping. But I understand that concern. But yeah, so far I'm liking what I'm seeing. We're sure Crypto isn't going to use an M16 on Zeus at the end of the movie. He might pull it out. He might have to save. Cedar Spot, great salutations. While we're living long and prospering. A pleasure to have you. You're welcome. Just Lex on Twitter, and this I wonder if I've always said like my if I were to write a Superman movie, I would have had where Lex Luthor is kind of like a stand-in for like a Steve Jobs type, and where everyone has a LexCorp phone, a LexCorp TV, a LexCorp tablet. Like that's how I would have pitched my Lex Luthor, and he would have had his military contracts, of course, and everything like that, and his company is like the Pioneer and artificial intelligence, and I would have had it where it's all based off of Brainiac, actually, and Brainiac's been there the whole time. That's what I would have done, but that's just my little idea. Needs more Michael Rosenbaum. I will say, what I've watched of Smallville is definitely the best live-action Lex Luthor we've gotten. Although I do have a soft spot for Gene Hackman, but again, people got to remember, like, Gene Hackman's Lex Luthor, Lex Luthor went through a dramatic change in the 80s where, during Reagan's America, greed is good, all that shit, where they turned him from like a mad scientist to like a businessman to, a corporate shark, a corporate executive. Like that Lex Luthor was like a mad scientist, like since like from his inception all the way to like 1980, and then there was that change in the comics where he became the Lex Luthor we all recognize as this billionaire genius businessman, right? And we saw a lot of that obviously in Superman the Animated Series, which is still my favorite take on Lex Luthor ever. I love Clancy Brown's version, what Bruce Timm and Paul Dini, all those guys wrote. But Michael Rosenbaum, what he was given, he was pretty good. Family bro. He's got that bald head. How are the Doctor Doom adaptations getting worse? I know, it's crazy. We're still like the best live action adaptation of Doctor Doom, and I don't say this like in a facetious way, is still the Roger Corman film. It still is. It's wild. Seriously, just now start filming. Yeah, now that I'm concerned about. Now the fact that they just started filming and the movie's gonna be out next year. It's just like what? That's crazy. Now that's different. Like I have concern about that. But like, it's gonna be out like in 2027. It's like next year. It's like next year. That's kind of wild. I think that movie's gonna get pushed. They're saying 2026. I'm like, no, it's not. I think it's gonna get pushed to 2027, like May of 2027. I think that's what they're gonna do. But we'll see. Yeah, there's no Sears, no IHOPs. We'll see. I don't see any. Don't most movies have reshoots? I think, yeah, most movies, they have pre-planned reshoots. And the thing is, and they actually put that into the production. So if we need to reshoot, this will be the period which we do, and maybe that's the case. Fantastic Four, I mean, Avengers had like the original Avengers had like reshoots really early before the movie came out. Famously, the end credits scene where they're eating shawarma. They filmed that, I think, what was it, like 2 days before the movie came out or something? So there is stuff like that. Looks like there should have been a cattle bear. He's all about land, man. He's all about land. He's a huckster. He's a Midwestern huckster. When are we going to watch the first season of Smallville? But the first season. We'll watch individual episodes. We'll watch the Amy Adams fat-sucking vampire episode. That's what we'll watch. Michael Rosenbaum, the man who wants to be inside of you. Ooh, yes. On his show, of course. All 10 seasons? Oh, my God. It's a lot. That's a lot. Doomsday also allegedly doesn't have a finished script. So yeah, I know. That's concerning. Like, those are legitimate concerns. Legitimate concerns. All right, we should just go on for the higher concern should be. Yo, did you guys just see Superman trailer? No, KC, we didn't see it, no. Nah. Nope. Haven't watched. We're just about to watch it. Just about to watch it.
5 minutes later.
So cute. We see Metamorpho several times in the trailer, and I wonder if it's going to be like he's going to have like a lot of, because Metamorpho's origin, his whole story is so fucking tragic. It's very sad. And James Gunn, as we've seen before, like, he is able to, like, focus on these characters, had these, like, horrific things happen to him. A lot of body horror, like Rocket, for instance, obviously is a big one. And brings so much emotion to that story. I wonder if we're going to also have scenes like that for Metamorpho, where he just goes, so you just feel so sorry for him, but he finds that heroism within him. I'm just assuming, being inspired, because it looks like they're sharing a cell together, and I wonder if they're going to have like a really powerful moment where he becomes a hero. I think that'd be really cool, but we'll see. But overall, loving it. So good. So goddamn good. Let me see what you guys are saying, and we'll move on to some of these other trailers. Snaps Lois's neck. Yeah, they brought back the classic DC, which I always liked the classic DC logo. I hated the new one. It just looked like a fucking sticker. I was like, what is a fucking weird fucking sticker thing? Weird. Don't like it. My brain won't accept any Lois that is from the Amazing. No, that is also probably my favorite. I mean, I really love Margot Kidder from the Reeves Superman films. However, yeah, I love animated series Lois Lane. Hey, small, but yeah, just her whole vibe. She was so fucking sassy and hot. Yeah, I was like, yeah, I was really into her. And she was like mean. She was mean in that show, but I was like, yeah. Yeah, really good. Who's the you guy? I think that's Ultraman. That's Ultraman. I'm technically an illegal alien. He's not wrong. Yeah. Oh, suit looks dumb. Some people don't dig the suit. Listen. Is it my favorite suit? No, but I'm not like hating on it. I think it looks fine. You know, really, the suit's not a big priority for me. It looks good. Like, the thing that, again, and I'm most concerned about, as I brought up, I just want them to get, like, I'll tell you what. Like, the Man of Steel suit, it looks great. Like, the Henry Cavill, Zack Snyder Superman suit, I'll say something positive. It's like, I think that's a really good-looking suit. And, like, aesthetically, Henry Cavill looks like Superman. He doesn't act like him. Never acts like Superman. And that's, like, that was a bigger issue, where it's like, okay, the suit is not exactly how I'd want it, but I don't really care. That's not a big concern for me. It's like, look, they got the trunks. I'm glad they got the trunks. I think that's cool. It's good. Oh, let's see here. Hi, this is just a follow-up. The question wasn't necessarily a Marvel vs. DC thing, but it was about the production of these movies. Supergirl just wrapped filming. Right, and Doomsday is starting, and it comes before Supergirl. That's a little concerning to me. The Doomsday comes before... Oh, it comes before Supergirl? Right. Well, Doomsday is, definitely a bigger concern. 100%. Just because it's like, you were going to have this movie out in a year? It's like, really? That I think they're going to push it. I think that's bullshit, them saying it's going to be out in 2026. I don't believe them. I would want them to delay. I want them to make the... Listen, as much as concerned as I am about that film and Doctor Doom, you know, I want them to make the best possible movie. And then not having a finished script, like, I just want them to make the best possible movie. I want to see the character that I love execute in a fantastic way. You know, I just want... Take their time. So... Yeah, am I concerned with that? Yeah, Supergirl, I don't really have any concerns about. You know, going into Supergirl, I'm just kind of like, I've never read the Tom King stuff, which is what it's based off of. I'm like, okay, it sounds cool, you know. So I think Millie Alcock, she's been cast Supergirl and coming off of House of the Dragon, thought she was great. I was like, oh, that's pretty good casting. So I was like, I don't really have any concern for that movie at all. So we'll see. They're calling that character the something of Bravia. I'm not familiar with that character. But that's what James Gunn does. He, like, gets these more obscure D-listers and puts them in his movies, so. Is that supposed to be Amazo? The big juggernaut guy? I don't know. I think that's the Bravia guy that was mentioned before. But Amazo has a very specific look, so I don't think so. I don't know why my Clark and Pa Kent stuff always gets me. Oh, it always does. Yes. Yeah, 100%. Me too. It's the father and son dynamic is wonderful in many iterations of Superman. and especially in like the original Christopher Reeve movie. And I've always bring this up, like when I watch that film, like some of my favorite moments in that film are actually is the stuff before he's even properly Superman. It's like the part where it's after they find him in the crash, and then Clark is now in high school essentially, and like he can't join the football team because he'd fucking kill everybody. Obviously, so he can't do that. So he's like the water boy, and, you know, he's talking with Lana Lane, and, you know, she clearly has affection for him, but he, you know, he's nervous, he's scared, and all the football players make fun of him. And then he's like, all right, you know, I'm gonna prove that I'm great, and that like he literally, you know, outruns that locomotive. He shows off his amazing abilities in that scene. You know, he's a little full of himself there, and then where it's like he ends up at this specific spot, like before like the football players and Lana Lane get there, everyone's like, Clark, how'd you get there? He's like, you know, I ran, I walked, or whatever he says. And they're like, you're a weirdo, Kent. And then they drive off. And then he's like, he's still kind of feeling himself, if not a little awkward. And then he goes up to the farm, and it's that classic, you know, homestead, you know, Martha's baking a pie or whatever shit. And then like Jonathan is like goes up to like sees him do that essentially, and he just starts talking to him, and they have such this wonderful, funny enough, horrible choice of words, but this heart to heart, and you know, Superman, you know, Clark really takes to it. I think like the dog comes in, he's playing with the dog, funny enough, and then. Because I think Jonathan says, let's just finish this up right here. And then you see it where Jonathan, like, grabs his arm, and he's having a heart attack. And he's like, and even he realizes what's happening. He falls on the ground. Martha sees it, and Clark doesn't know what's going on. And it's just crescendos in this emotional moment where they just showed Superman, Clark doing all these amazing things of his abilities, but then having this really passionate, intimate conversation with his father about responsibility and being a good person, everything. And in that moment, his father's dying, and he can't do anything about it. With all the power in the world, he can't save his dad. And I was like, that always gets me. And then afterwards, when the cinematography in that movie is beautiful, and where especially those wide shots. And then it's like, you know, Superman hears that, Clark hears that call, you know, and it sends him into the Antarctic and everything. And he's like out there, and his mother comes out there, and they just, Martha, and they just have that talk, and it always fucking gets me. It always gets me. Where he's like, I need to leave, Mom. I need to leave. I need to find myself. And she's like, I know. It's beautiful. Beautiful. So yeah, all the, and even, listen, I'll tell you what, even in Man of Steel, like the best, one of the highlights, I'll point to certain things in that movie. Like, I hate the way Jonathan or Clark's like, should I just let them drown, Dad? He's like, I don't know, maybe. I was like, fuck. But then there's like another moment, I think that's before that, maybe even after that, where Clark is like, can I just be your son? And he's like, you are my son. I was like, see, that's what I'm talking about. I want more of that. So I agree. He in the Hand of Robbie, I think was called, I can't remember, Hammer of Barovia. When it's Terrence Howard, he's the Hammer of Barovia. Naya. Thank you. I'm not familiar with that character. Dog is real star, clearly. Krypton, voiced by Terrence Howard. Kryptis is the voice of the planet. He's Brainiac. Bishop, Paul, and Clark is so important to the emotional formation of Superman that needs to be done correctly. Agreed. You believe a man can fly. Yeah. I love that Mr. Terrific appearance in the movie, and Guy Gardner is going to be dope. Yeah, no, I love the look. They got Guy Gardner's stupid, dopey haircut. Kane. Now, I would love it if a Kane variant was played by Terrence Howard. Terrence Howard's Brainiac. Let's fucking go. He's the smartest man on the planet, according to himself. Because he had his left hand turned to kryptonite. Yeah, it makes sense because he's able to turn his body into different elements. Agreed. Homelander, milk no, Martha. Vonage does not like the suit, apparently. Fair enough. Don't question my motives, Baxter, man. During the mock interview, it's like, whoa. It's just my opinion. I have seen absolutely nothing about this movie that gets me excited for it. I hope it's good. So far, everything I've seen has been, we're on opposite sides of that, Milk. I'm really excited about what I'm seeing, as I've explained. Other guys, good evening. Hope everyone's doing all right. I'm doing all right, man. Having a long conversation about this trailer. We got other trailers we got to get to. I got to get my Andor review. I got Class in the Glass Cast. Might have to truncate Class in the Glass Cast. Maybe do that tomorrow. I bet there'll be a tragic, heartfelt moment with Metamorpho talking about his backstories, Rex Mason, the creepy body horror that I've always found disturbing about him and his element mixture. Yes, I think that's what's going to happen. Supergirl's in this from the director's lecture, so I have more faith in that turning out good. There we go. Comics, happy to have you down, Nance. Good to see you. Hope you're doing very well. Good to see you. His Lion Pod's funeral is a stomach punch. Yeah, it's really good. Oh, Welcome Tree appears. She's here. Those powers, and I couldn't even save him. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I think the metal guy fights Superman is Ultraman. Yeah, it's Ultraman. Like, just to use Ultraman to get Superman in trouble. I know it's the red beam at the building, and it would make sense for Luthor. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Luthor's definitely doing some shitty things. Am I going to watch Final Destination 6? Yeah. I'll watch it this week. Probably watch it tomorrow. Fuck them kids, Jonathan Kennedy. He's like, I don't give a shit about them kids. Not my kid. I'm going to watch that Teriology video. I can't. It infuriates me. And the fact that people would even entertain him is just like, oh my God. Like, it's fun to laugh at, but they're like, people are like, no, he has a point. It's like, no. He's an egomaniac. Speaking of, he should have been Lex Luthor. And like, if they were going to go with like Nicholas Hoult, I think you could make a very good case for Terrence Howard as Lex Luthor. Because he's like, quote unquote, intelligent. And he is a narcissist. Clearly crazy. So there is that. So I'm like, you know what? You can make a very good case. You can make a very good case for Terrence Howard as Lex Luthor. I'd be okay with that. Oh, Snyder's Ken, son, this is for your own good. I'm teaching you a lesson by killing myself. That to this day, that is so wild. I'm like, oh my God. Anyway, we're done with it. We're past it. Looking forward to this. Hope it's good. Well, they'll be at the Diddy trial since Diddy tried to fuck him. True. He'll be a character witness. We'll see.